Hey, I'm Brianna Hosack, and this is the Bingeable Business Trainings Podcast, bringing easy to follow and wildly informative, high-value trainings for spiritual women starting out in online entrepreneurial businesses. These training topics were crowdsourced based on the needs of the women in my business supporting group coaching membership called the Butterfly Network, in which I share my own successful entrepreneurial business knowledge going back all the way to 2012 when I started my first business, and encompassing multiple tens of thousands of dollars invested in coaching and training since then, so that you don't have to take food off the table to get your business off the ground like I had to once upon a time. As a certified advanced level shamanic practitioner and a level 2 certified holy fire Reiki practitioner, I bring a level of spiritual understanding and feminine flow to the deeply structured and disciplined masculine go. And as an authentic business leadership coach and mentor, I teach you the way to run your business that works for you and your unique life without all the cookie cutter crap, while stepping into leadership of yourself, your family, your community, and the world. If you'd like to find out more about the Butterfly Network membership, you can find more information in the show notes of any episode, and if there are spots available at any given time, enrollment is open. In the meantime, listen in for tons of free value and clear coaching advice so you can take your business from idea to sold in no time. If you do find value here, make sure to subscribe and share this podcast with anyone you think it might help. And if you're ready for high value coaching support and powerful sisterhood with other women in business, all at a record low price, crawl on over into the Butterfly Network membership, Caterpillar. Let's get you your wings. Hello, ladies. So today I am going to be talking about one main key to having the right energy and emotion in your business. And there are many, obviously. If you own a business or if you are an entrepreneur, there are a lot of things that go into that. But having this one nailed had a huge impact for me and has had a huge impact for my clients. So I want to share it with you today. If you don't have a business, that's okay. Our houses tend to get out of hand, our space and our mental space get out of hand, and all of it. So it's really important. So the one thing that had a huge impact for me that I'm going to talk about today is the state physically of our homes. If your home is a mess, then your energy and your emotions are thrown off. And this is not a perspective. This is a fact. This is if you have clutter and mess all around you, it affects you mentally, and it affects you emotionally, and it slows you down. Whether that's because, you're sorting through piles of paper trying to find that one thing you need, or having to step over things just to even walk through your house. All of these things, they're little bits, but they all add up to a lot of delay in our lives. And so, having a home that is clean and clutter-free then leaves us with a clutter-free brain, where we are able to get organized and then get some clarity. And this is kind of how I build on it, is the clean and clutter-free, doing your decluttering, having your routines, and having habits in place that help you to maintain those routines, and maintain a clutter-free environment. And then once you have it clean and clutter-free, keeping it organized digitally, mentally, and in your physical space. And then all of that just leading to having the clarity, having the time freedom to be able to get the clarity, having the freedom to take care of yourself and do your self-care so that you can have clarity, and then not having to search through email inboxes. And I'm really guilty for this one. My email always gets out of hand, and then I catch it up, and then it gets out of hand, and then I catch it up. Like
I don't have a perfect system in place for emails. If any of you are a master in your email inbox, I would love to hear from you, because that one is one of my nemesis. And, not having to search for documents that you need, not having to search for links that you need, not having to, forget appointments because your calendar is too cluttered. There's just so many pieces that go into that. So it's very simple, very basic, but also so complicated, right? And there's so many steps to it. So if your home is a mess, your energy and emotions are thrown off, if it's messy or dirty, it doesn't matter. You will just not have that clarity that you need in order to have the right energy and emotions behind your business. And again, not only for business, so to have the right energy or emotion in your daily life, in your, anything that you're doing, whether you are working outside the home or are a stay-at-home mom, these things are really important. They're just, when we've got a mess to deal with, it's on our minds, right? And it's slowing us down. And then physically, it can also really be in our way. So this is the key. And it's, again, it seems really basic, but it is not. There's so much to it. So if you struggle with keeping up at home, keeping the clutter out, having routines in place for all of that, if you struggle with having time because you just are trying to maintain all of those things as well as your business and you're struggling with it, I have systems in place for this, and this is what I teach. And so, I think that's all I had on my agenda for today. And talk to you later, ladies. Bye.
Thanks for listening in. I hope this training was exactly what you needed when you needed it. If it brought you value, make sure to subscribe and share this podcast with anyone it may help. And if you're ready for high-value coaching support and powerful sisterhood with other women in business, all at a record low price, crawl on over into the Butterfly Network membership, Caterpillar. Let's get you your wings.